Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's show. Yes, I know some of you were wondering if we're still coming on the air tonight. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I was just trying to confirm this. Yes, I was trying to confirm this. What you're just seeing on now, I was trying to confirm it to make sure that what we had is correct, that we had correctly. And it be like say something day up. Well, welcome to tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, we are reaching you live and direct from the grand studio of Unique Images Media Group here in Boston, Massachusetts of the USA. If you are joining us in Nigeria, we know it's morning now. The time now is 7:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so from that side of the Atlantic, we are saying good morning, and we are from this side of the Atlantic, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying good evening, good evening, good evening. If you're joining us from some other parts of Asia, we are saying good morning also, okay? And if it's afternoon anywhere, we're saying good afternoon. So this evening, ladies and gentlemen, the givers keep on giving. Yes, the givers keep on giving. As you can see, I'm just as rugged as it can be tonight. That's exactly how I feel like reporting this news, okay? Talking about this. It's no longer news, as you can see tonight or yesterday, because we're talking about Nigeria. Yesterday, there was it looks like it's two public day holidays. Okay. The Wonder Man, Wike, Governor Yeso Wike of Port Harcourt, River State, the Wonder Man, he declares the 2 days public holidays. Okay. Are we going to say in honor of the president-elect? Are we going to say that? Did he declare that in honor of the president-elect? Well, we don't know. But it looks like he declared that in honor of the president-elect. Okay, because the president-elect came in today to commission 2 projects. Okay, it looks like it's a road project and a bridge project that he came into to commission. We're going to tell you what happened. We're going to tell you what happened at the commissioning. Okay, some of these pictures their resolutions are bad, but this is the 2 gentlemen we're talking about. Okay, some bad pictures anyways, but that's what we have. So we're going to go with it, okay? So he came in today, the president-elect. He's already, ladies and gentlemen, he's already acting in the capacity of the president. Yes, he is. I told us last week that, yes, it's about to happen. If it's not happening yet, okay? These things are set up. What you are seeing now is a set-up. Is a set of ladies and gentlemen. What you are seeing is a setup, is a prelude to the things that are about to happen. Yes. And Wike is part of the, you know what I mean? Wike is part of it. Yes. He is part of the whole thing. Okay. We're going to look into some of the things that were said today. Okay, some kind of acknowledgement and all, admonishment and all kinds of things that came out today during this commissioning of these projects. Okay, the president-elect said some things. Okay, Governor Wike said some things. Okay, and I believe you that is a reasonable mind that has an ear and eye to see some things and hear some things can also conclude some things. Okay, that's what we are talking about. That's what we are talking about. So that's what happened today at this commissioning. Okay, the president-elect said no to the Minister of Interior in waiting. The Minister of Interior in waiting. Yes. Yes. Okay. All these things you're seeing, okay, Shibaya, that is how the whole thing is designed. That's how they designed the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's how they designed the whole thing. So what you are watching now is a scripted movie. Yes. By two of the biggest actors in the Nigerian polity. That's what you are watching now. Okay? That's what you are watching now. Two of the biggest of the biggest of the biggest, they are on playing the you know what. Okay? I need to send out these things because it looks like a lot of people don't know that we are on. So yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, so we gotta send it out so for people to know. Okay, so that's what is happening. That's what is happening on this commissioning today. You know, on this commissioning today. So I don't even know. I don't even know. Like I can say. Okay, this is on. This is on, ladies and gentlemen. This is on. Okay, it's on. Okay, so today, as you can see, the president-elect honored this invitation. He honored this invitation, okay, to commission these projects, in Port Harcourt, okay, by the special invitation of the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. Okay, so there is more to it. The thing you saw that happened today, what you saw that was displayed today, okay, there is more to it. There is more to it. And some of us, I'm sorry, saw this coming. We saw this coming. All these things are set up. All these things you saw today, we are completely scripted. Everything you saw that happened today in Rivers State was completely scripted and displayed. And I want you guys to be on the watch out. Be on the watch out. But again, I was waiting for some of you to come in, all right? Because I'm really excited. When I see some of these things we've seen and we felt were happening, then we know that it's about to get to where we don't want it to get to. People. So watch. Oh man. You don't even know why I'm this excited or what, you know. I mean, somebody will be like, why are you this excited? Because of this. You know, because of what we know. What we know that is about to happen and that is happening right on our fleshes. The president-elect right now, ladies and gentlemen, is acting on the capacity of the president. Yes. Some of you will say, why? Why should we be worried? These things are statements that are being made right on our faces. And there is no objection going on. There is no objection. Nobody. Did you see anybody come up there today and raise an objection? Raise a flag and said no, this and that? No. They are testing the waters. More of this is to come. These things are prelude to the 29th of May. He's now acting under the capacity of the president. Yes. And you're going to see more of this. And Wike is the one that was to herald it. Remember we talked about Wike on the seat, okay, of being the interior minister. We can change, but that is where his name is being penciled now, interior minister, and that says a whole lot with what is happening today. It can, at the end of the day, all of them can still come together and play our well for Nigeria. We don't know yet. We are still playing the defense and the offense at the same time. We don't know yet. But it can still come together. You can see some people now are beginning to say, accept it. Some of you have Farambaka said today that he is going to be good for Nigeria. We're beginning to hear those. We're beginning to see that. As we get closer to the 29th, okay, as we get closer to the 29th of May, you're now going to start seeing more people. Why are all these people coming out now saying these things? Why are they all coming out now saying these things? You see more people now saying, let us take it. Let us accept him. Let us do this. Let us, you see what I'm saying? So he's getting that check mark now. And I remember on this program, on this show, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I said it here, that sooner or later, we're going to see some people, okay, who we thought were obedient, coming out now to basically tell you, just let bygone be bygone. And that is what is happening. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We are hearing that now. And this is, you know how we say that time heals? Time heals. And we say also time tells. Time is healing now. Yeah. Yeah. Time is healing now. People's mind are being suited right now. People are beginning to accept, accept it as, yeah. People are beginning to accept it. Because if you see, you say to yourself, why Port Harcourt? Why Port Harcourt? Okay? During that, let me know, please bear with me. I was almost going to rush into the program without doing what we do first. Okay? On this program, before we start the program, we pray. Okay? I just got excited and I was about to dive into the program without praying. So please join me, just let us pray before we go into the program. It's what we do here customarily. Okay? So Father, we thank you and we bless you tonight. We honor you tonight. We exalt you tonight. We magnify you tonight and we adore you tonight. For indeed you are worthy of our praise. We thank you for all you have done this day. This is the day you have made. Father, we thank you for indeed we rejoice and we were glad in it. Hallowed be thy name tonight. The Holy One of Israel, we thank you for all that you did. You took us to and fro and you brought us home safely. And to some of us, you're bringing us to this arena to come and have a time with you. Father, we say, blessed be thy name tonight. Father, Lord, we're not asking if there's anything that will make this meeting tonight not to be a pleasant one. Take it further away from us in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, right now, boldly we sit in your presence and we ask that you come and take your rightful place, directing all that we'll do here tonight, directing the things we will say, the things we will hear, and the things we will think and imagine. Let everything we do tonight be authored and be directed by thee. In the mighty name of Jesus. I commit all that are coming into tonight's program into your holy hands. Father, continue to minister to their need. Continue to attend to their need. Continue to perfect all that concerns them in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, we commit Nigeria into your holy hands. As we get closer and closer to that D-Day, Father, we know that your will and your will only alone will be done. Thank you and blessed be thy name tonight. For in Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen and amen and amen. Thank you, every single one of you that are on with us tonight. Yes, I have my warrior hat tonight. Yes, I have my warrior hat. Some of you have been asking, SBI, where's your warrior hat? It's still here. It's still here. Now, now and then, you can see how I'm looking tonight. This is exactly how I feel like coming out tonight. All right? So what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell us, this is it. This is it. Well, this is what we're talking about tonight, okay? The president-elect was in Rivers State today to commission 2 projects, okay? First of all, there was 2 days public holiday in his honor. 2 days public holiday in his honor. These things are things that have not happened in Nigeria before. History is being made. What is happening, guys? Okay. Now there is the heat is on. Wike could not deliver Rivers State. He conjoined the result, but he did not hold. Yes, Ngo, you can say that. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Ngo, you can say what you just said, but I'm going to tell you what he said today. Okay? I'm going to tell you what he said today. I mean, the president-elect. You can say what you just said now. Okay? And I'll tell you, he did deliver River State. He delivered River State. Because the president-elect today acknowledged that. He said, in as much as he himself did all he did, I'm paraphrasing now, that he did all he did, okay? But Wike, let me even show that I will put it right, because I wrote it down. Okay. Okay, first of all, he was confirming what we already knew. We already knew that Wike delivered the River State. Mind you, Wike is a PDP stalwart. He's a PDP person. In as much as he fell off with PDP because it didn't come his way. So from that moment on, he now decided to, on the presidential election alone, because we know that when we went back to the governorship election, he delivered back to PDP in the Wike's way. Okay? In the Wike's way. So he delivered the presidential election to the president. You ask yourself, why? Why? Okay? These things are completely scripted. Everything you see now. Wike had a time, he had a time with Atiku. We saw what happened during that period, that it looks like he was, when it looks like he was having this is the second phase of politics. APC is putting pressure to ask notable people to pressure people to accept the election. Definitely. Well, yes, it's going both ways. It's going both ways. APC is doing it. The likes of Wike are also doing their own, okay, to be accepted in the fold, to be part of the mist. Okay, Wike now is being rumored to be the Minister of Interior. Okay, he's being rumored to be the Minister of Interior. So that is why you see some of these things that he's setting up now. Everything you see him setting up now is how it is scripted. How he's supposed, he is part of it from the word go. When he knew he was not going to go, that PDP was not going to give it to him, okay, that was the moment he decided. So everything that we saw him do prior to the time, okay, including having a time and moment with Atiku, he did the same thing with Peter Obi. Okay, all those things were followed up. All those things were followed up. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. The number did not match. He totaled the numbers wrongly. There is no way the numbers match. They can only say it in an error. All we are saying is all things being equal. Okay? But we are just calling it as it stands right now. The court has not said otherwise. Neither has INEC said otherwise. So we are saying it as it was announced. And it was one of the things that gave the man power to be announced the president-elect. It was because of the conjuring or whatever that you are saying now that took place. All these things, these numbers you say now that, you know, so those are the things that made him to be the president-elect today. Whatever that took place in Port Harcourt. Because if what happened in Port Harcourt did not happen, he will not, first of all, have more state than Obi, and he will not have those numbers we're talking about, including what happened in Lagos. Because in Lagos, the numbers were reduced, as we know. In Port Harcourt, the numbers were completely cooked, as we know. In Plateau, it was cooked, as we know. Nasarawa, it was cooked, as we know. Okay? So a lot of places, the numbers were cooked, but we are not there yet. We are still right now we are speaking from the seat of where we are sitting. We are sitting on the place that he is the president-elect. And these numbers that were omitted, okay, was what gave him that power. So on that we speak. On that we speak, all right? So what happened is this. Whatever that Wike did that made Port Harcourt to fall to APC, that is the same thing Wike is doing now to bring the president-elect to come to Port Harcourt to commission projects. Do you know what we're talking about? Do you know what we're talking about, people? Do you know that Wike is now concluding that the president-elect is going to be the president past 29th of May? Are you guys seeing that? Do you understand what is playing out in your faces? Yes. Because if Wike has any doubt, he will not be doing what he's doing now. Wike knows that this thing is in the banks. Yes. Unless there is something otherwise. But right now, the likes of Wike have already concluded, and they already have it in the banks, that the president-elect is sitting beyond the May 29th. And that is the thing that gave him the power and the temerity to be calling for him to come and commission a project of this nature. This is completely unprecedented. We've not seen such a thing before. It has never happened before. Go and look at that, because one of the things I did that took me time to come on the air was I went and tried to search if there was a project, okay, in Nigeria where the president-elect was being asked to come and commission. Even that could have been done for the person to be seeking favor. Okay? For the person to be seeking favor. The person could have done that to be seeking favor. But if any of you have any information to prior projects like this being commissioned by the president-elect, please let me know. But I couldn't find any in my research. So this is the first time such a thing is happening. And the question now, why is Wike doing this? Why is Wike doing this? Would you now, where you are sitting, doubt that Wike now has a promise in his pocket? Can you not doubt that? We know that today he said no to him publicly. Okay? And some of us are making a whole lot out of that. Yes. For the past 4 months, everyone has been going to commission latrines for River State. Yes. But this one is different. This particular one is different. This particular one has things to it. We know that they have been commissioning things going on. What is his name in Abia State when they are commissioned, you know. But again, even in all these things we are saying, I still give it up to Wike that people are coming to commission all these things. These things are legacy projects. All these things he's building. He was not the only governor. So how come, people are not going to other states to commission things? So the man is actually leaving some legacy projects. Yeah, we know where he stepped boundaries with people. We know where he did that. But he's doing his own too. He's cementing and leaving a legacy in River State. And he's getting some of these notable people to come and commission these things. So history will not forget about what happened at the election. That's a different thing altogether. Okay? But I tell you now, history, Umahi begged Tinubu to get Wike in, but the people, Umahi begged Tinubu to get Wike in, but the people, his people don't want him. Okay, I just want to understand what you're saying here, Ango. Okay, let me understand what you're saying here. Begged him to get him in, because Wike is going to come in. As a matter of fact, Wike is in. Okay, Wike is in. Just no doubt. Wike is in. And I'm telling us right now, Wike is not doing this thing for the Southeast. Okay? Nigerian politics is like a movie rehearsal location. Actors and actresses rule the day, and you only get surprised. I hear you. Bring him along. So bring him along with him. Okay, I think this is a continuation of what you said here, Ngo. Okay, I think you said that Umahi begged Tinubu to get Wike in, but the people do not want him. So to bring him along, what, as an APC person? Because I mean, like I said again, Wike is coming in. There's no doubt. Wike is being right now. They have him penciled down for Interior Minister. They have him penciled down for that. Okay, unless something else. And it might be Wike's choosing right now. Wike is positioning himself now. Minister of Interior is a powerful minister. Another place I was thinking that Wike might be going in might be petroleum minister. That's where I'm thinking he might be going in for. But if they give him Interior Minister or that one, those are two powerful positions. Those are two. If they put him on petroleum, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a different ballgame. So right now, but today, because I see some people trying to make things out of this note that he said to him. Okay, I'm telling you, it is scripted. Everything that Wike said there, talking about how he should petroleum goes to the northern states. Well, goes to the northern states when did it start? I mean, we've been holding petroleum anyways. The Zion Madeke was petroleum. I mean, wasn't she petroleum? And all those Pataka people, a couple of Pataka people have had petroleum. So if he's going to the northern state now, that might be something new. Okay, that might be something new. But you see, the thing there is this. What he said today, you know, let's come back to actually the original thing that is bringing us to this program before we even digress. Okay, the one that brought us to this program today was this. Okay, the fact that he said no to him. He said no to the, he said no, he said, I owe you nothing. Quote, I owe you nothing. And that was, I think, during Wike's speech. Wike made a speech trying to tell him why he had to build the road, that this is a federal road, okay, that this is a federal road, and because it's a federal road, the federal were basically, you know, lacking in trying to come in and do the road, so that the likes of him now are doing what the federal are supposed to be doing, okay? That he hopes when he goes in there that he should come in and you know, basically pay them back. That's what Wike was saying. Okay, Wike was making a case that the road he did was a federal road. That what he did was help the federal government to get it actualized, so that now that when he now goes in there. Okay, not if he goes in there. It's a matter of when to him. So when he goes in there, that he should come back and, you know, reimburse. Now I'm the president-elect to say, not so fast. Now your road, now you do them. Now you go work on it too and stuff. This is after appreciating him also for delivering Port Harcourt to him though. Okay, but he still went forward and said this, and I know a lot of us took this. I owe you nothing. A lot of us took that. I owe you nothing. Okay, okay. Everything that Wike said there, and what the president-elect replied, are all scripted. Yes. Everything that Wike said and what the president-elect said, they are all scripted. They are completely scripted. That is exactly how it was designed to be said, how it was designed to be received. You know what I'm saying? What you saw today was just a show. You know, we have Ken said that this is actors and actresses acting out movies for us to, you know, for us to see and enjoy. And indeed, we are enjoying it. Okay, indeed, we are enjoying it. You know, so I'm trying to share this thing, people. I'm trying to share. If any of you are in a position to share, please share this. Help me share it. I'm trying to share this to one of the forums, but I can't. I don't even know. Okay, so honestly, you know, that's him. That's him. Man, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. Okay, I owe you nothing. That's what we see in there. You know, I owe you nothing. So here now, we're making a whole lot out of it, per se. Okay, but I'm telling you, what we saw today that took place today was completely scripted. But not that, honestly, not that I'm calling for any kind of violent riot or anything like that. Okay? But what is happening here now is that it's beginning to sink in. People are beginning to accept this as the norm. People are beginning to accept what we saw today. The pictures we saw today, it's like the norm. The president-elect now is acting under the capacity of, you know, the president. Okay? There's something you said here. I'm trying to see if I can grab. Trying to see if I can grab it again. I believe it's this one. No, not this. Is it this? You are giving Wike a lot of power. Watch to see Wike fall on his face. Okay, well, it's not that I'm giving him a lot of power. Okay, it's not that I'm giving him a lot of power. But you see, one of the things I try to do on this show is call it as I see it. Okay, is call it as I see it. Did you realize that you did not? This was a project that was basically, this project was announced. This project was pretty much, people were aware that this project was going to take place, or that this, whatever that took place yesterday, because it's yesterday right in Nigeria, that whatever that took place yesterday was going to take place. Okay, but we didn't see the obedience come out there to say no, like you normally see over here. You know, remember when Trump was being, the day that he was going to surrender for the indictments and everything, okay, people were still in front of the courthouse with placards, those for him and those against him. They were there with placards. So where were the placards today? Where were the placards today? Where were the obedience with the placards today? Saying no, 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 no. Nobody did that. And that's why I told you they were just testing the waters to see when now he start acting on the capacity of the president, what people are going to be doing. Yes, that is what you saw today. That is why that's where I'm going with this. When he's not now start acting under the capacity of the president like he did today, okay, nobody objected. So whatever we've been hearing that people will do when he becomes the president, this and that, I'm telling you no, ain't gonna happen. If he sits there, if he gets in there by May 29th, okay, if he goes in there May 29th, I'm telling you, the 4 years is guaranteed. Mark my word. If it passes May 29th, if the tribunal does not do anything, okay, if the tribunal does not do anything in the contrary, and he goes in there 29th, oh yeah, it's guaranteed 4 years. And that 4 years now turned to 8 years. And if that is the case, my prayer and wish is that it will be good for Nigeria. That's all I say. I know some of you will not want to hear that. If you don't want to hear that, then you are not a true Nigerian. Yes, I've said it here. I've said it on this show several times. If he becomes the president, okay, wouldn't you wish it for wouldn't you wish well for Nigeria? Why would you be wishing worst for Nigeria if he becomes the president? Because mind you, what we are afraid of is the unknown. Let us be objective here. What we are afraid of in all these discussions we've been having about Obi, Atiku, and is the unknown. And we were using the past to judge the present. That's what we were doing. We were using the past to judge the present. Okay, and that present is that that's where we are now. And we looked at Obi, we said, Obi has a very unique past and stuff. So therefore, the present with him will be good. And we are right when we say that. But another thing is, are we right also when we try to say that Tinubu is this, he's that, he's this, he's that? He was like this, he did that in the past, therefore he's going to do that in the do something in the present. If we're making the same assumption, are we right? I don't think we are. Because that was the same thing we thought with the president. What we're thinking of Obi now was what we also thought with the Baba, the President Baba. And he came in, I don't know if circumstances that got him to derail or if he was meant to derail from the word go. So in the Nigerian polity, anything can happen. But I'm saying, I would have wished that he would be Obi, and I'm still wishing that he would be Obi. Get me right. But if eventually at the end of the day, everything, we do everything and we did everything and everything, and it happens to be Tinubu, okay, then there's nothing else we need to do other than to support him with our prayers, our wishful prayers for Nigeria. For Nigeria. Because let me say something to us. The president now is about to leave. And his failure, this is all we're doing with his failure. It's not going to stop him from going into the sunset as he wished to go. No country is he going to go tomorrow and they will deny him visa. No place would he want to go tomorrow to buy a house. So the people that suffered his failure are the people, the Nigerian people. So that the president fell doesn't mean anything to that president, because we come from a place where legacy doesn't mean anything. Legacy doesn't mean anything to some of these our rulers. It's not about the name. It's not about the name for them. So that the president fell, it's nothing to him, honestly. Every single one of them that have failed us, and we know every single one of them that have failed us, they are all still going out today with the excellency attached in their name. They are all still going around today with His Excellency for life attached to their name. All these politicians that have failed us, the ones that we call honorable. Do you know what it means for you to call somebody honorable, including somebody that had failed you? Excuse me. And you still attach honorable to his name? That is our country. And because of this, that is why we get what we get from them. If we had completely dishonored any single one of them and take out His Excellency in their names when we want to refer to them, then legacy will mean something to them. But today, every single one of these presidents that failed us, they still get recarpeted anywhere they go to in Nigeria. Anywhere they go to, they still being worshipped, they still being bowed down to and stuff. The same me, they failed. So the best thing for us is not to pray for them to fail, because they're not going to suffer for the failure. We are the ones that will suffer for the failure. And I'm looking beyond where we are now to say what I'm saying. If eventually the president-elect becomes the president going forward, I say, and you should concur, that we should pray for him. We should pray for a better Nigeria under his leadership. And then, even if they are not, even if they failed in their past, let them not fail Nigeria now. Whoever that is coming in, let them not fail Nigeria now. Let their new beginning begin with the new Nigeria. Honestly, that's my take. Honestly, that's my take. Okay, so going back to what we are talking about. Yes, he went today, he commissioned this, like I said. Okay, and during that commission, he made a statement, okay, that people are now taken out of context. People are running with that statement, I owe you nothing. Okay, you'll get to find out that politicians owe each other a lot. Yeah. We don't know when he's going to be announcing his cabinet. We don't know. But I'm going to bet you right now that when that name is finally mentioned, you're going to see Wike's name there. Yes. You're going to see Wike's name there. And I'm going to say something else to us tonight. If he goes further to announce his cabinet before the 29th, okay, then he's a sure banker. Yes. Yeah. If he goes ahead to announce his cabinet the same way he announced his transitional team, okay, before the 29th, mark it. Mark it. For some of us who don't want to see beyond, okay, we better now open our eyes wide and see beyond. If he announces it, but if he does not announce it by the 29th, which I don't even know how possible it can be, okay, I don't know if it calls for him to announce it before the 29th, but if he does not announce it, then that means they're also in doubt. But if he announces it before the 29th, mark my word, it is a done deal. It's a done deal. If he announces his cabinet by the 29th, it's a done deal. And I say it again, if he goes in there by the 29th, because where people are standing now and where everyone is hoping now is that the tribunal will put some kind of hold, okay, going by what people are prophesying and all kinds of things that people are saying. Nobody is looking beyond the 29th. Nobody's looking beyond the 29th. Nobody. But if there's any reason the 29th comes and he is confirmed, inaugurated as, I believe, the 17th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, kiss everything else goodbye. Yeah, that tribunal, because at that moment now, the tribunal now is in his pocket. That's what you need to understand. Yes, by that time, the tribunal now, okay, now he will not be having tea with the supreme, with the Chief Justice of the nation, and nobody can question that. Yeah, because the Chief Justice is the fourth in command. I've even had people now say that the Chief Justice should take over. I've had that suggestion being made, yes, that the Chief Justice should take over, okay, and run the government until a new election is imposed. Okay, because what people are saying is based on everything that is out there, evidence and everything that is out there, that they should cancel this election, cancel the election based on what had taken place. They should cancel the election, okay, and call for a new election. But while that is going on, there is a vague, a vacuum of that calls for interimship, an interim government per se. And we know the big deal that was made out of this interim government. We know what happened when such a thing came up and it was suggested, and it was even referred as a treasonable suggestion. Okay? Okay. But that can also happen. We've been there before. During the Abiola time, we had an interim government where Shonoken, Shonoken was given, he ran the nation for what, 6 months before the new election was, that brought in Obasanjo, took place. You know what I mean? So the same thing is what people are calling now. But why they are saying that now is, the reason why they're saying this now is this. There's no number one man. There's no number two man, because both the number one man now and the number two man now that are on now, which is Buhari and Osibanjo, both of them are leaving. They're leaving on the 29th. They've already said that they're leaving on the 29th. He will need, I don't even know what he would need, but he will need a whole lot to get Buhari to stay past 29th, because that man wants to run. Okay? So with that happening, the number third man in the nation, I believe, is the Speaker of the House. Not even the Senate President. Is the Speaker of the House. Then the fourth man is the Chief Justice of the Federation. That is the hierarchy. That is the hierarchy. That is how the whole thing was supposed to go. So if the number one man, because right now we're saying that we don't have any number one man past 29th. We don't have a number one man, we don't have a number two man, and we don't have a speaker. Remember, right now we don't have a speaker yet. Okay? So, but we know we have a Chief Justice of the Federation. So we have the number fourth man. We have the number fourth man that can take over. So that's why people are now calling for the Chief Justice to take over past 29th and run an interim government for 3 months. Okay? While the election is being put together. Okay? And what people are suggesting and what people are saying is that even when that happens, that it should be a different agency that has nothing to do with INEC. That INEC should not be the people responsible for the election at this time around. That there should be some kind of another agency, that they should form to run the election in the next 3 months. Okay, that INEC should not be part of it. And if INEC is to be part of it, it cannot be Mahmoud and all his cronies. These are the things that are out there now. So I'm saying this thing to some of us who might not be familiar of some of the underground things that are going on. These things are all going on the underground. So if eventually we get to that stage, because I know some people are saying it should not happen on the 29th. But if it doesn't happen, what happens next? Have you thought about it? What happens if it doesn't happen? So already there are some underground things that is taking place, but they're not making it known now to us. Because if they start saying it now, then that means they are telling us something. Okay, they're telling us something. But coming back to what happened today, what happened today is completely going against everything that I'm saying now. Yes. What happened today, people, is completely going against everything that I'm just saying. All this wishful thinking about having an interim government to run it by the Chief Justice of the Federation and all kinds of things, during new election and stuff. With what happened today, the actors of what happened today, they're looking past 29th of May. I'm telling us, they're looking past the 29th of May. Yes. You know? And that is, honestly, that is my big wawa, if I may call it that way, if I may say that. So, I don't know. I had asked you guys a question. If anybody has anything, if you guys has anybody has anything that has to do with this kind of project, you know, if this kind of project has been done before, okay, if this kind of project has been done before, so if we have anything to that effect, so if anybody has anything to that effect, please let me know before we go off the air. Okay, there is something I'm putting together tomorrow for the Tinubu's son, the Tinubu son. Okay, you know, the thing with his son in London, the property he acquired in London. I'm still doing my little thing on it. So I have some new development to that I'll be reporting to us tomorrow. Okay. But before we go, let us look at the video.
The 12th flyover and the demand you made for refund. I owe you nothing. It's your road. You can chuckle me and make a demand. You are the one living on this road. I commend your effort. You have to lobby me to collect. Ism has made people happy, create excitement.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Few things stood out in that video. Few things. I told you everything you saw there was scripted today. I told you that. And there's something else I saw. Did you see Obiakpo local government? Okay. And we know what happened at that Obiakpo local government. Okay. How do you justify the number 4 man running the country? Why he is the man to oversee the election petition? Well, yes, you're right. You're right. But the thing is that the Constitution calls for him to do that. The Constitution calls for the 4th man. Okay, this is, that is the number 3 man though. But the reason is because right now we don't have a number 3 man. And the person that is to select the number 3 man, okay, is the number 1st man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a number 1st man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the whole thing is a mess. The whole thing is kind of messy right now as it looks like, as it stands. You know? Yeah, because he's the president that's supposed to basically, nominate the number 3 man, which is the Speaker of the House. And right now, it looks like the Speaker of the House that we have, it looks like it's an ongoing speaker. It looks like, I'm not too sure, but it looks like, okay? Okay, so it discourages my mind to even think that Tinubu will be president. You see, Nigerians, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But let me go back to Chair as well as a question on this. You know what I'm saying? So that is where he'll be overseeing. He'll be overseeing. But the Constitution also understands when the Constitution and the writers of the Constitution pencil this down, they also understand that such a situation can be. Okay? So they do. They do know that such a situation can be. So, yes, he can still be, manning the election petitions and at the same time running the nation. He can still do that. Yes, he can still do that. Because another thing is that he can also shift. He can still mind the nation and shift his chairmanship and shift his chairmanship to the second in command. Game over. You said it all. Let's pray for Tinubu and the new Nigeria. Chair, I'm glad you are saying this. Game over. Okay, but we're still hoping. We're still hoping. But like I said again, if by between now and the 29th, he names his cabinet, okay? Because the only thing that can also empower him to do that if he's sure. If he's sure. Okay, that is why he will be empowered to name the cabinet. So if he does, like this project that took place today, I'm seeing beyond the project. I'm looking at this project with a different mindset and eye. Honestly, this project that happened today is a statement-making project. Beyond and look at where it happened too. That's where I was going before. Obiakpo local government. And we know what took place in Obiakpo local government. We know what happened in Obiakpo. Obiakpo was one of the biggest places that, the manipulation took place. Obiakpo. What a coincidence that is still at the same Obiakpo that the press. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All these things are statements. All these things. So I want to make with the look the see with the eye that it is. What we saw today is not be ordinary, not be not just to come inaugurate a bridge or commission a bridge or a road or whatever it is that he did over there. And look at what he said, because we took where he said, I owe you nothing. But he said, you still have to lobby me to come collect. Did you hear that? You have to lobby me to come collect. And when he becomes the interior minister, the lobbying is not going to be too much. Port Harcourt will, because there are, in the East, mind you, it is only in Port Harcourt he's been doing things in the East. It's only in Port Harcourt, mind you. Even the guy in Imo State doesn't even have the face to bring him to Imo State. So the two big places he's been I would say 2 or 3 places he's been doing things now is in London, is in France, where he goes to take a rest. Port Harcourt, okay, and partly Lagos. France, Port Harcourt. Those are 2 big places for him right now. Because Wike has completely recognized him. And Wike is a PDP person. And as they try to configure the circle of his cabinet, Wike might only be the only outsider coming in. Wike might be the only outsider coming in. As he tried to put this in. So Wike is actually playing for keeps. Yes. Wike is playing for keeps. He's playing beyond the now. Wike is playing beyond the now. Because Wike knows that if things go not as he wishes, the the people, you know the people I'm talking about, they're coming. They're coming. The E, you know, those people, they starts with the E and S with, you know what I'm saying? It be like saying an E and the C. I don't know the middle letters. Those people are the waiting. And that is why some of these guys now are trying to be part of the mixed. Some of these governors, they try to still be relevant. They try to be relevant. And imagine what will happen. Let me not even say it so that if they want column for, they make the column. Let me not say what may happen if we goes there. How many heads go roll? You know what I'm saying? So Wike knows what he's doing. He's playing beyond now. Wike is seeing tomorrow. Yes. Wike is seeing tomorrow. He's seeing beyond. He's seeing beyond where we are now. We are looking at all these things and stuff. Wike is already, like I told you, where he is now. If you go search his pocket, there's a confirmed letter in his pocket. Minister of Petroleum or Interior Minister, either one of them. Either one of them. Because one thing we know about the boo-boo man, yes. One thing we know about him, we say he remembers his people. Oh, yeah. That's one good thing about him. He don't forget. He don't forget his people. And he doesn't forget his enemies too. Did you hear me say that one? The man not forgetting people. He they pay back either way. Either way, which side you are on. In a payback, he get payback time. So if you're on the, you know, if you are his people, you're gonna be rewarded. And if you are his on the other side, in they come too. So that's what we're talking about, people. That's what we're talking about. Yes, he says no to him. I owe you nothing. I'm telling us that was scripted. Okay, that was scripted, including, oh man. When you hear of people being politicians and tactical politicians, maybe we're watching two of the best in Nigeria right now. We're watching them on display. We're watching them on display right now. Two of the best tactical, let me use that word. Yeah. We're watching two of the best tactical politicians in Nigeria now on display today, yesterday. Yes, we saw them on display. We saw them on display yesterday. What you saw there, when and then we saw it now, we took just that one liner and we started running with it. But we didn't hear the other thing that followed suit. And that's why I'm bringing it to the show today. I don't believe that this Wike Tinubu love affair will find a place to lay. I love that. I love that. I don't believe that this Wike Tinubu love affair will find a place to lay. Honestly, you see what you just said, Nango? When I saw that caption today, when I saw that I owe you nothing, I say, whoa, it don't start. It don't start. You know, that's what I was saying. I'm like, yeah, you know, we've been waiting for such a thing like to happen. Then after that first burst, Jews, you know, I can't sit back again. Wait a minute. I can't begin to search all different stories. Search different stories. I can't see the headline. You know, can't see the headline. But as I can't dig deep into the story, then the other part of my eye can begin to open. And that's the eye I want to make when I open tonight. You know? Yes, we're thinking that it will not last. We're thinking that it will not last. That's maybe some people, that's what they're praying. That, you know, their love affair will not last. Okay? But we are saying that because of Wike, because of how, because I believe you're saying it based on Wike. I don't think you're saying it based on the president-elect. Okay? I believe that's you're saying it based on Wike, not on the president. The speech is known as reverse psychology. It means I owe you plenty. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what That's exactly what I'm talking about. You just said it now. You just said it. This is exactly what was played out there today. I told you that these are two of the best in this time of our time playing this game on our face. These are the best of the best. And you will get to find out why they are the best of the best as time goes on. Wike, over time, has said so many things, done so many things, okay? But at the end of the day, he's leaving River State on the top. Yes. Wike is a name. Some of us don't even remember what's his name, the one that basically started Port Harcourt, the development of Port Harcourt. I forgot his name, or the PDP guy too. Okay? Then Amechi came in. Amechi did 8 years. The one I'm talking about also did 8 years. Okay? Those ones now, looks like their names are being erased right now. Not Spift, the other guy, not Spift. There's another guy before, the guy before Amechi. The guy before Amechi. Okay? Please, if you can remember his name for me. The guy before Amechi. Him. Some of those people now, nobody's even talking about them now. But look at Wike. Wike is going to, his name is going to live in infamy. Wike's name. Not be at that judge. No, not be, you're going too far. You're going way far. There's a guy that came just of recent, 16 years ago. 16, no, not 16 years ago. 24 years ago. Wow, that far? Wow. We've gone that far. The one that he's, the wife is a Supreme Court judge. His wife is a Supreme Court judge from Mbise. The wife is an Mbise woman. Why am I even forgetting the guy's name? And that's what I'm talking about. You see how I just forgot this guy's name now? He's the one that gave it to Amechi. Then Amechi, Odele, yes, Odele. You see how we're forgetting those people? We're forgetting the likes of Odele, the likes of Amechi of yesterday. But can you imagine, we're talking about 16 years ago. If we add this weekend out, that's 24 years ago. Wow. That was Odele, 24 years. Whoa, really? Okay, so what I'm saying is, nobody's even talking about those people anymore. Wike has now come in and dominated River State completely. Wike has put River State so much on the map. And I'm going to tell you now, if this situation stands as it is, okay, Port Harcourt is going to be a place for the president. Oh yeah. If the president is going to be doing anything in the south or in the east, Port Harcourt will be the place. South, I mean, we'll call it one of them. Port Harcourt is going to be the place. Mark my word. Port Harcourt is going to be, after Abuja, Lagos, it will be Port Harcourt. Because Wike is strongly positioning himself, strongly, and that state. He's positioning himself and that state. And that's why I told you that he's a tactical politician. Forget about things he says, yeah, Forget about the things he says, you know. The man is a politician to the core. Wike is a politician to the core, and he's playing, like I said, he's playing for keeps, and he's playing beyond. He's playing beyond his time. Mind you, he got his guy in there. So anything that will happen in the state against him is not going to happen. If nothing, for the next 8 years. He got it. And what he did, look at what is happening now. For you to understand this Wike man, for you people to understand this Wike man, do you people know that APC is still crying foul till tomorrow? APC and everything that APC did, they're still crying, they're still looking for Port Harcourt. And the reason why the thing is like a dead this thing for them is because of Wike. APC, they're still crying for Port Harcourt till tomorrow. Because they were saying to themselves, we're supposed to get Port Harcourt too. For governorship. That's what I'm talking about, for governorship. They're still crying. Every minute, they're crying about Port Harcourt. APC. But Wike is saying to them, you guys can eat every fruit that in this garden. But you see this one, where they pomelo, make una no come close. That's what Wike is doing. That's what Wike is doing. But APC will give up any other state to get, they'll give up any other state, and I'm telling you now, they'll even give him a state out. As much as the president a lot I don't know if he loves him state, but I know he loves the governor there. My man. Okay? But he can give up any state he can even give 3 states out for Port Harcourt. Yes. He can give up any state for Port Harcourt. That Port Harcourt, as you see, they still crying. They still fighting on it. Say it was, can you imagine? They read Port Harcourt for you, and you're not coming to say they read Port Harcourt from you. They read them for you. Then you come back again, come they say they read them from you. You know, she said he didn't balance. And that is because of Wike. That's because of Wike. And Wike is not giving up. Wike will always be, I don't care about Nigerian politics anymore. You may not want to let me tell you my ideas. One thing I like about you guys is how quick you guys can give up. It's not even over. You see, I know the truth hurts. I know the truth hurts. I know that. And that is why I see Ken now. Ken gave up. Okay, you are giving up also. You know what I'm saying? So, no, you can't. I want us to see this thing from a different angle. Okay? Because one thing about this show I told us is I'm going to sit here and call it as it is. If I have to go hard on any of them, I will go hard. There was a show I finished one day. Somebody called me and started telling me, you know, SBI, why would you do this show like this? It looks like you're playing soft on this man and this. And I'm like, no, I'm not playing soft. I'm just calling it as I saw it that day. This is, you know how we say, give us our daily bread. Okay? So this political thing we're saying is a daily thing. Whichever way, any day we wake up, whatever we see that day, we tackle it as we saw it. I will never give up. I have my eyes on the court process. Thank you. And again, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay? That's what, because honestly, I know some people have already given up just because of 1 or 2 things they've seen. But it's not over yet. And like I'm saying again, if eventually it gets over, it becomes over, and is over for any reason, and the president-elect becomes the president, you don't have anything else again other than to do what the Bible asks you to do. And what did he say you should do? Say you should pray for your leaders. He said you should pray for your leaders. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. The Bible says you should pray for your leaders. Yes. So that is the only option. You pray for them to do the right stuff. I'm praying for a miracle. That's all. But Nigerian politics, man, I hear you. So, and the miracle depends on what the miracle is. Depends on what the miracle is. You know? Okay. Can you now imagine people where you have a prophet? Where you have a prophet saying that God told him that he's going to be this person. Another prophet comes in and say, God tells him that he's going to be this person. Yeah, you're praying for B. Yeah, okay. What is going on is actually the last effort to take Nigeria away from the oligarchies. Yes, I hear you. You're right. You're right. But now, there's something I was saying about the prophets. Okay. You guys had, what's his name? You guys had, what's his name again? The guy from, I think the Enugu. I think he's in Mbaka or somebody. Well, I think it was Mbaka. Today now, he's basically changing. And you know these people, some of these people that have their own clouds, when they start calling for things like this, the youths are not going to give. Going to give up. Yeah. But like I was saying, Fanambaka, Fanambaka called for, it's not saying that he's going to be good for Nigeria. Okay? And these guys are seers. These guys are seers. Though he didn't say God told him all. So I'm looking at that, that's his own opinion. He didn't say that God told him. Because if I come out and say that God told him, amen, then we'll start questioning how many gods do we have? I mean, we know there are so many gods. But how many of the God we think we all know or have do we have that can be saying, giving this prophet a different, Mbaka is a politician. Mbaka is a politician. He's using the same reverse psychology. If an Mbaka is a seer, then I hear you, Ken. I hear you. The Pope. Then I'm the Pope. I hear you. I love you guys, man. If an Mbaka is a seer, you're the Pope. I love that, man. honestly, honestly, I don't even know. Okay, honestly, I don't even know. But there's a whole lot of us that are wishing that this relationship, comes tumbling down and stuff. Honestly, I don't see it that way. I believe that Wike is strongly positioned. Okay. But my only issue is I don't think he's playing for the East. He's not playing for the Southeast. I believe he's playing for, he's playing for South. And so when I say South, I'm saying Rivers. Okay, I hear God today mention Dave Umahi. Okay, that Dave Umahi was asking, for Wike to be brought in. Dave Umahi is another one. He's another one that is being missed in the mist, per se. Okay, and I was thinking that as these names were being floated, that his name will be floated, as this, for the Senate presidency. But we're hearing now that it might be Akpabio. We're hearing Akpabio. Okay, so again, on the names that we've seen so far that came out, that are being floated, is only Ken and Namani that is in there as an Igbo man. Okay, can you imagine this man doing all these things at the end of the day, and we don't have any Igbo person there? Hey, 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 hey. He has done his decision already. The transitional team, no single Igbo person there. Like the transitional team, you'll be thinking that the likes of Joe Ibokwe then will be in there. Okay, but we didn't see his name in there. And these people, these are the sellouts. Okay, we didn't see his name in there. So I'm still thinking, watching where Joe Ibokwe will fall in this at the end of the day. Okay, Ken Nnamani is the only name that I've seen mentioned as, Ken Nnamani. Is it Ken Nnamani? Ken will not protect anyone because he's a selfish man. Ken Nnamani is a selfish man. If you know him, you know he's a selfish man. He's only there for his own. He's only there for his own. Another one I'm thinking that also might want to go back, that is also playing to go back, is Ngige. Ngige is also playing, he's setting up to continue. Ngige is setting up. These are perpetual politicians who don't mean anything and want anything from Igbo. Yes. Ngige is another one that is trying to continue. Ngige is in labor. Think labor and what else? The other trade and labor, whatever he is in. I don't know if any of you have that information, let me know. Ngige has never, I've not seen nor read that Ngige commissioned anything in the eastern, in the east. Since this is almost what? The 8th year now, he's becoming this particular minister. Has not commissioned a single thing in the east. Ngige. It's quite unfortunate. So sometimes you'll be wondering, all these people we are even clamoring for them to be in the government, to be this, to be that. What the ones that went before them, what did they do? What did they do for us, Wundigo? They here with Libo. You're going to see Akpabio go one day now, okay? Akpabio goes in there now. I mean, you will see what he'll bring. Because these are people that have track records of building things. Akpabio goes in there now. If they give him senior president now, you will see the things he will do. Do you know how many senior presidents Ndibo has sat on? Ndibo has been senior president more than 2 or 3 times in this our era. And none of them can now be proud of and say this is what they did for Ndibo. Nonsense set of human beings. Please don't mention those names. Ngige is an uncle to our Ogolishas. Ngige is an uncle to our Ogolishas. I don't care about that. What a nonsense are they? What nonsense are they building? Please, what nonsense are they building? And that's what I'm saying. They're not building anything. Akpabio is going to. I mean, look at what Akpabio did. Akpabio was Akpabio River State or Cross River. But I know Akpabio did some stuff. Akpabio did some stuff. I mean, he's a gopper. I mean, the guy is, he can sing some dough. He can sing some dough. But he's also a builder. All those guys in Akwa Ibom, River State, those guys are doing things. I'm going to tell us now. Those guys are doing things. It's only us, I mean, they can claim we can save money, they have this thing. But honestly, no. Honestly. But some of these guys that have been there, we used to have Yoren Namani, that was the senior president during Obasanjo. Definitely don't take Wike anywhere. Definitely don't take Wike anywhere. Once bitten, twice shy. Wike should be hidden from the public. He's a thug and not a leader. Yeah, you are saying that. We are saying that. But in this late hour, he's the most conspicuous politician. Yes. When I told you that he is a tactical politician, I'm not mincing words. I said it with water, with no single word in my mouth. I know what I'm talking about. Tell me which governor that is doing what he's doing now. He is as relevant as he can be. Wike is right now. He's playing for keeps. I know why I said I said that. This is 9 minutes. This is 9 minutes. The president-elect himself accorded him that he's living a strongly legacy. In the Eastern, the other person that did something is what's his name? What's his name in Devomahi, the airport that he did. But you see now, that airport that he did, there's also something that came up 2 days ago about that airport. I'm still trying to get my information on that before I talk about it. Okay, the Devomahi, the money they said that was spent, 30-something billion, they said that was spent to build that airport, which to me, that airport dwarfed the Anambra airport. Dwarfed the Anambra airport. By all means and length. Dwarfed it. Okay? But there's something that happened that made them now start feeling, people start saying something, there were some kids they saw eating from the trash. So they were using that against the whole thing, during the day they were doing the inaugurating the airport and stuff. So some kids were, captured eating other leftover, some people call it trash, but I think it was some leftovers those kids were eating. So they were saying that people were this hungry, they spend this much money in trying to inaugurate the airport and stuff, and there are some hungry people in the state. In order to, try to man the situation, per se. But, that airport is basically, I think, is the best in the nation now. If you see that airport, that was done with 36 billion. 36 billion. The way they mention billion in that country, yeah, that's the reality. Yes, that is the reality. Okay, the reality was they were eating from the trash or they were eating leftovers. Those are two different things. I remember I tried to call it as it is. Were they eating from the trash or were they eating leftovers? Because leftovers cannot be categorized as trash. Leftover is different. You know what I mean? Leftover is different. They can be, they can go to the table and pick up what people didn't, sometimes you go to Paris here, they bring food, some people don't even eat the food. So feed the children and the people. Feed the children and the people. But anyways, David Umahi did something commendable, okay? He did something commendable in Ebonyi State. Okay, he did something commendable. There's under market. Ebonyi State, I think Dave Umahi, I think it's 8 years of him now there. Okay, what he has done in Ebonyi State is beyond. Is beyond, honestly. What he has done in that Afibo area. There's under market also they did there. Nobody's even in that market. So I remember one day when I was talking about people coming back to the east, I was also referencing such a place. Since there's an airport now, there's an airport there now, okay? So we can also get people to do that. I mean, I'm talking, if you see this market, state-of-the-art market they did in Ebonyi State. State-of-the-art, but not even a single occupant. So with this airport now, they can actually, Ndibo can, if they're looking for a place to relocate, Ndibo can start even looking towards that area. Please, can you explain to me why the 5 guys are dancing around with Wike? Let me see if you're talking about these people. Are you talking about these governors? Are you talking about these governors? Are you talking about these ones? The G5 governors. The G5 governors. Three of them now, if not 4 of them are no more. You know? That governor, Enugu governor, Wike, Autumn, I don't even know who that last guy is. It looks like it's Makande. Okay? These 5 governors, yeah, that's them. That's the some G5. G5 now, 3 or 4 of them now are gone. I believe that last one is Makande. The 5th guy after Autumn is Makande. And amongst all of them now, who played it out? Okay, I know you say, can you explain to me why the 5 governors were dancing around Wike? Because Wike has a sleep. Wike has a sleep. Ndibo will relocate to Aba. Definitely, big thing. I'm not. That one is even big thing coming up. And Aba, yes, okay, But if Ndibo comes to Aba will not content them. Aba, if Ndibo, all of them are to relocate. Aba alone will not contend. We need to spread it out. You know what I mean? Aba and Ebonyi. You know, Anambra is a little bit saturated right now. But if we can get the seaport in Anambra to start going, the one in Ihiala, if we can get it to start going, you know, I mean, there are so many things that can be done. Wike has MA, Aka Mouth, Wike has Maka Mouth Almighty. God, this is your language. Like Aka has Aka Mouth. You know, well, the thing is that these governors, if they were dancing around Wike or whatever, these were the G5 governors, the governors that are, you know, the ones that are Nupulishi during the, you know, that said no to the PDP people. They said no to the PDP. So these are the 5 governors. Okay, 3 of them now lost their elections. They lost their senatorial elections. What's his name? From Abia. Lost. The one from Abia lost. Okay, Bazu. Then from Enugu lost. Known as a Mount Almighty. I know. Then Wike did not go for senatorial. You see, after you guys will get to understand Wike, there's a lot of things. Some few things I've been basically figuring out about Wike. Okay, remember Wike did not go for, as most of these governors, some of them went for senatorial. Minus Makinde. I don't know if Makinde went for re-election or I don't know. But Autumn went for Senate. Ugwanyi went for Senate. The Ibazu went for Senate. Wike did not go for Senate. So you said to yourself, how come he did not go? How come he did not go? He did what every one of them did, which was try to get somebody to replace them, like Ibazu was trying to do in Abia State. The same thing that the guy in Enugu did. The guy in Enugu eventually got his guy in there. Okay, he got Mbadia. Ugwani got Mbadia. So Mba is going to protect him. Okay, so Wike got his own guy in there. His own guy is going to protect him. Atom did not get anybody, and he lost the election to Senate. So Atom is out there now on his own. Ibazu is out there now on his own. Okay, so Makande is the one that is no, I don't really got full information on Makande. I don't know if anybody has anything about that Makande guy. Okay, so Wike did not go for Senate. Is it because he saw what was happening now? Is it because he saw what was happening now? I told you he saw tomorrow. Is it because he saw what was happening now, and this is why he did not go to seek for Senate? He did not go to seek for Senate. Did he, when he had that private time with the president-elect, because at the point they had a private time, was it when they decided that this is how the whole thing is going to go? Just get me Port Harcourt. Don't worry about the rest of the place. The rest of the place are secured. We're getting the rest of the place. Just get me this Port Harcourt. I know that Imo is a far-fetched. I know that Anambra is far-fetched. Okay. I know that Enugu is far-fetched. But Port Harcourt, get me Port Harcourt. In as much as you're a PDP, get me Port Harcourt. The rest is assured. He had the same meeting with I know people are wondering what the hell is he talking about. He had the same meeting with Obi. Had the same meeting with Wike, with Atiku. I believe he had the same meeting with Kwakwanso too. But he didn't give any of them the promise. He gave them what is it called again? He gave them logistics. You remember when he came to Port Harcourt, Obi came to Port Harcourt, and he gave him that bus, that Mercedes bus and stuff. And we're all saying, wow, that Wike is an obedient person, this and that and that. I told you that was a photo op. And Obi came before, I believe Obi came before Tinubu. Eventually, when Tinubu came, just the handshake alone, and the way that they hit each other at the back when they were going into that place. That's when I know that the whole thing is over. And when did we get to know that he was going to get Port Harcourt for APC? When did we get to know? When? Did we see that coming? We knew he was angry going in, but did we saw what we saw happen at the end of the day? Did we see that going in? That Wike is going to give APC. He's going to try and wrestle APC for PDP, wrestle Port Harcourt for APC. And eventually it happened. And since that time, look at the relationship between him and the president-elect. Ngo, I know that you are doubting the whole thing. I know you are doubting it. You are saying that it's not going to happen. Okay? You are saying that it's not going to happen. But I'm telling you, Ngo, it looks like it's a relationship that will last past the 29th. It looks like it's a relationship that will last past the 29th, honestly. Wike won the wars, but we definitely lose the battle. Sometimes, if you want to win the war, yeah, sometimes you want to win the war. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you want to win the war. That is one English phrase or whatever that has completely eluded me. You win the war and you lose the battle. Anytime I hear that and I try to make sense out of the whole thing, I'm winning the war, but I'm losing the battle. Well, Wike would like to win at least let him win the war, because the war is the present. The battle is at the end of the day. Because the whole thing at the end of the day. But you forget that these people play for now. They don't play for posterity. That's the thing. These guys don't play for the battle. They play for the war. All these guys we see here, all these politicians, none of them play for posterity. They play for the body. They play for the now. What am I going to get now? I don't care what happens in the years to come. And that's the tough the likes of Wikes are playing. The likes of Wikes are playing for now. Immediate benefit or whatever. Wike cannot be trusted. That still puts him on the top. And now you wonder why I be singing his battle, I be singing his song, or singing his praises. Yeah, because I've watched all of them that play this game. Okay, this guy is controlling. He's controlling. Look at this is to tell you how far he can go. You see what he's playing now, what he's doing in Kogi State. You see how far he's playing. He has now reached his tentacles to Kogi State right now. Wike has. Wike right now is very, very so much relevant in the politics of Kogi State, where this the other big mouth guy is. What's his name? What's that big man? That big guy's what's his name? What's his name again from Kogi? That's going for Kogi State governorship. Because he has something going on with Wike right now, because Wike is doing an overreach. Nigeria belongs to the youth. Anyone 67 and I hear you. But again, what is that guy from Kogi? Where is that guy from Kogi? The other big mouth guy from PDP that is basically duking it out now with Wike. So, and I tell you now, that guy, the reason why Wike went in there, not be Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello is even, Yaya Bello now is gonna be in the, not Yaya Bello, the guy that's going for the, Yaya Bello is the current governor. Okay, and Yaya Bello is believed to be in the mix for the FCT minister. Okay, now Yaya Bello. Where is the other guy now? The Kogi guy, the former senator, the big noise maker guy. Nobody can think of him. What's his name again? He's kind of aspiring with Wike right now. Both of them are, but the reason why Wike is playing into that politics in Kogi, okay, in Kogi, is because of the president-elect. Because the guy is hitting the president-elect. He's hitting the president-elect, okay? What is this guy's name again? The former senator, what's his name? Well, he's going for the governor of that state right now. He was a former senator. Then lost, I think he was not on the last dispensation, lost his seat, and he's going now for governor of, I think it's Kogi State, yeah. So, Wike is Ododo. No, not Ododo. Maybe it's not Kogi State that I'm talking about. This one that the name is not coming to you guys. Not Ododo. Who is this? What is this guy? The other guy, the other PDP guy, the big mouth PDP guy. The big mouth PDP guy. What's his name? The big mouth PDP guy that was also challenging the president. There's out there challenging the president. That was a former senator. There was a time they arrested him and he fainted and all those things. What's his name again? Man, who's on? Tell me. What is that guy's name again? Let me see. Let me see if I can remember. I'm trying to remember his name or his name. Let me see. That name is so distant to me. I really. I know you will remember him. Kogi State, not. The name will just come to my head and I will forget it. It sounds like it's Dele something. Is it Dele? It's what's that guy's name? Not Dele. Kogi State. senator. Let me look for senators. Yes, I think it's Kogi State. Yeah, Dino Melai. I know that the Dino was, Dino Melai. Okay, Dino Melai is going for Kogi State governorship, I believe. And we know his take with the president, with the president-elect. Okay, he has it with the president-elect. So right now, you see, Dino is the woman I was talking about, looking for. So you see Wike crossing over into their own politics now. Okay, he's crossing into the Kogi politics because of this. So that's why I said to you guys, he knows what he's doing. He's playing across the board. He's playing across the board. I'm talking about Wike. Do you know he's the other kind of person that could have been playing that kind of game? But already he's not positioned to do that now because of where he is. He's going for governorship, and it looks like he's going to be getting it. It looks like he's just he's just for the taking. Because that one is another one too. I'll be doing something on him one of these days. He's a very unique guy in his way and style of politics. But he has his own commands too. So yes, people, I think that's where we are tonight, and that's where we leave it tonight. Okay, it has been quite an evening with us. I had to go a little bit of extra, almost 46 minutes extra, again because of what we have here. The politics, I know it looks a little bit frustrating, but we are all part of it now. We are all playing it. We are all playing the politics. We are part of the Nigerian political game now, and thanks to P2P, because it was him that got us all in. Because if P2P did not get into this game, I don't think most of us would have been interested, because it would have been the same Omo, But his emergency, got us all in. Though it didn't come out the way we had wished, but there is still hope, as some of you are saying. So we're on it, and on a daily basis we are playing it. We're watching it play out, and Dino too was at Tinubu's house the night of the small get together. Watch all these things. You see, Nigerian politics. If Tinubu eventually becomes, if he stays as called now, you're going to see some of these governors. You're going to see some of them switch to APC. Mark my word. You're going to see some of them switch to APC. Even this one in Port Harcourt, this River State one. You see this River State one? Watch. If eventually Tinubu keeps the seat, the one in River State, this PDP governor in River State now will jump ship. Watch it. Mark, he will be the first to jump ship. Okay? He will be the first to jump ship. So that everything now that is coming from the president now will be making sense. Yeah. Because that's exactly how this guy is going to play the game. What's his name? Wike. Okay, that's how Wike is going to play the game at the end of the day. He's going to get the guy to jump ship from PDP to APC. If Tinubu retains that seat, every single one of them, including this Dino Melai we're talking about now, is going to, because they're going to want to be on the good note of, good book of the president. Because like I told you, this president don't forget. He doesn't forget both his people and his adversaries. He doesn't forget. And he pays back really good. Yes. So that would be my last word for the evening, people. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming on tonight. It has been quite an evening with all of us. Okay. Again, we are who we are, doing what we do over here because of who you are, doing what you do from where you are. Thank you so very much. As you know, this show can only mean something when you continue to appreciate the show, which is to hit the likes. I see some of you that did the likes tonight. Please continue doing those likes. anytime you see this show. And more than anything, continue to share. That is the watchword. Continue to share. I see a whole lot of you that are doing it. We get an average of 30, 40 shares almost on every show. I thank you people for doing that, so you're getting us all out there. So continue to support us as you're doing, okay? And continue to also continue to contribute. I love it, like you can see Ngozi, Ken, who else came on tonight. Ngozi basically is like my co-host. One of these days, you guys are going to see her live with me here in the studio, working on that. So, then Ken is my other host. Ken is in Canada, Montreal, Canada. We'll bring him into the studio one of these days also. So, and some of you that have also indicated that you would like to co-host with me. I'm still working on the technical aspect of it, since I'm in Boston and most of you are not around me. So we will try to do the technical thing to get you into the studio, okay, when we get that going. So we are working on it. So once again, thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. You guys has always been a sport tonight, okay? I wish you the best of the best, and I pray and I ask that you join us by the same time tomorrow. I know we came up a little late today, again, because of the news that was breaking, that I needed to get out the fast before I bring it up here on the air. So thank you so very much. It's a daily show. It's a daily show for the time being, okay? And if for any reason we're not going to be on the air, I also will ask that you bear with us and share what you have, okay? So thank you. I will say, from all of us here in the studio, okay, to you that are over there watching us, I still remain yours truly, Sydney Blessing Iwala, SBI. Until next time, family, the provocateur will be signing off. Okay? We'll be signing off. Thank you so very much. Thank you.